at home with Glover Washington, and I'm discussing, family matters. And today's topic is, did father know best? And the subject is, the reason why I said that, think about the quality of life that we have now in American society with the majority of families of children being raised by single parents. I want to share some statistics with you. I mean, right now, the estimate is 70% of children now are born out of wedlock. Back in the good old days, we used to call them bastards, and for good reason. Now, nobody wants to call it a spade anymore, but a bastard was not just an illegitimate child, but the bastard usually had a bad attitude, because when he realized he had no father, the paternal aspect of his life was missing. He usually had an attitude of hate toward his father and toward all male authority figures, and female for that. Now, the point being, when you deal with an angry bastard at home, usually delinquency, juvenile delinquency, crime, teen motherhood, unwed teen motherhood, and all these things. The part of the bastard says, we didn't want to call it what it is, but when you take father out of the equation, you got children who are missing something, and it's called the respect for authority. We respect mom, we respect our mothers, but that's only up to a point. You know why? The idea of respecting people is lost with the person that you love the most, i.e. the mother. Don't respect marriage or fatherhood. If you did, your father would be with you. So, in order for the woman to cover up the crime, they claim to be victims of abuse. Think about it. Every relationship you see now, with a woman every woman that you see now who is not in a relationship that has children will say basically the same thing. That she's a victim of abuse by the guy that she was with. He was either beating on her, cheating on her, or neglecting her. At a minimum, she would say that she wasn't happy. No matter what. When that relationship ends, it's never her fault. So, as far as maturity and responsibility for the family, we put all that weight on the woman. If you notice that, a person who don't take responsibility for their actions is known as a child. People who stay stuck in the adolescent stage will do things that resemble, that approximate maturity or fall short. In other words, we got baby mamas. And the best way to describe it is not babies mamas, but baby mamas. Because they have children while they're still children themselves. So, that being the case, I'll be back. Back to the bastard report. The question is, when it comes to family, why is it that men and women, especially the black community, can't stay in a relationship or marriage or be married for that matter? And I'll give you what I think is the answer. We love the wrong people, and from the man perspective, he has don't even have a relationship with a woman. He has sexual relations with a woman that becomes pregnancy, that becomes a baby, that becomes responsibility for a child. Now, nowhere in that cycle, in these transitions, is a relationship. So, this is on the part of the man and the woman. I'm going to start with the man first. Because if the woman offers him opportunistic sex and he goes for it, he doesn't have the inclination to invest invest time and energy and his resources into a relationship with a woman that he can, love, come to love, respect, and marry, right? Too busy having sex. Now, likewise, this is on the fault of the woman too, since they've been sexually liberated. The woman don't offer the man nothing much more than sex. So she says, "You want some sex?" He says, "Yeah." Bang, they have sex. 9 months later, there's a baby. The woman goes to the system and applies for help. The man is not offered any help. So now the whole burden of the fatherhood financially is on the man. So the woman might say, "Well, here we go again." She doesn't say she wants a relationship with the man. She says she wants him to take care of his responsibility for the child. So now you see, there is no incentive for the man to have a relationship with her if all the emphasis is on the child. See, so it's hard for a man to say, "I want to be with this woman, this particular woman, and spend my life with her," and stuff. But they didn't even have a relationship, and here she is hitting him with a 21-year dead court child support. So you see, most guys, if the woman will give them some sex, most foolish guys, and I'm going back to the poor bastard syndrome. Because like I said, not only is the poor, back to the bastard report. The question is, when it comes to family, why is it that men and women, especially in the black community, can't stay in a relationship or marriage or be married for that matter? And I'll give you one of what I think is the answer. We love the wrong people. And from the man perspective, he don't even have a relationship with a woman. He has sexual relations with a woman that becomes pregnancy, that becomes a baby, that becomes responsibility for a child. Now, nowhere in that cycle, in these transitions, is a relationship. So, this is on the part of the man and the woman. I'm going to start with the man first. Because if the woman offers him opportunistic sex and he goes for it, he doesn't have the inclination to invest time and energy and his resources into a relationship with a woman that he can, love, come to love, respect, and marry, right? Too busy having sex. Now, likewise, this is on the fault of the woman too, since they've been sexually liberated. The woman don't offer the man nothing much more than sex. So she says, "You want some sex?" He says, "Yeah." Bang, they have sex. 9 months later, there's a baby. The woman goes to the system and applies for help. The man is not offered any help. So now the whole burden of the fatherhood financially is on the man. So the woman might say, "Well, here we go again." She doesn't say she wants a relationship with the man. She says she wants him to take care of his responsibility for the child. So now you see, there is no incentive for the man to have a relationship with her if all the emphasis is on the child. See? So it's hard for a man to say, "I want to be with this woman, this particular woman, and spend my life with her," and stuff. But they didn't even have a relationship. And here she is hitting him with a 21-year dead court child support. So you see, most guys, if the woman will give them some sex, most foolish guys, and I'm going back to the poor bastard syndrome. Because like I said, not only is the poor bastard stupid, but they repeat the generational mistakes. If your father was a stupid bastard, and you know he was a stupid bastard, don't you owe it to yourself and to your child to be a little bit smarter than your father was? I mean, if that poor bastard had you out of wedlock and stuff, don't you owe it to your children not to have them out of wedlock and repeat the same thing? Alright? If it was hard on you, wouldn't you think it'd be better on your child? Alright? So where does this bastard syndrome come from? On the part of the man? On a more serious note, I learned something about the bastardry. And it goes like this. See,
I heard it written in the Bible that a bastard cannot go to heaven. Okay, but that's true. But there are ways around that. You know how? Because the bastard has no inheritance. In other words, the illegitimate child, because of the illegitimacy, leaves that person out of the will of the Father. Okay, so if the Holy Father, if you become a bastard to the Holy Father, you won't be able to get into the kingdom. Okay, but in the natural Father, in the natural sense, if you're disowned by your natural father, you will not be entitled to the inheritance. Right now, to partake of the inheritance. Now, think about this. There's people who do things and stuff to get disowned from the family, and there's things that can be done to people who were born out of wedlock or bastards, and by the grace and mercy of the parents, like they could put them up for adoption, right? And somebody else will adopt them, or if the woman gets married, the father would adopt the child, and the child is no longer a bastard. He takes the new father's name, and he's entitled. He becomes a part of the man's legacy, and thus becomes heir or worthy of a partaker of the inheritance. Okay, let me get these words straight. This is very important because this is the problem that we have in the black community. This is the damage, the true damage that we do to our children when we have sex outside of marriage and produce illegitimate children. We leave children with no hope of a legacy, of an inheritance, and thus the angry bastard sinking in his blood. You see, because the children know that fathers are supposed to give them something. Not too many children know exactly what it is, but they know father represents something that mother don't represent. And no matter how hard she tries, mother can't be father because of the inheritance factor or the hereditary factor. Okay, and no matter what is the legitimate man's legacy? If he's a prize fighter, or if he's a king, or a wealthy businessman, should he pass away and he's married and his children are in his will, alright, then they inherit just as much as the wife who's the widow would inherit. Okay, but when they're not, you have all these illegitimate people scrambling to be part of the man's will, and this is why illegitimate is known as a child. People who stay stuck in the adolescent stage will do things that resemble, that approximate maturity or fall short. In other words, we got baby mamas, and the best way to describe it is not babies mamas, but baby mamas, because they have children while they're still children themselves. So, that being the case, I'll be back.